Lined and ready, first of the night, Super Night here at Hattrick. Ready, racing, Semantic step nicely the inside. Homebush Tiare, Downgrade King's going to accelerate to the lead. Homebush Tiare going with it. Semantic's the inside, Premier Prince out wide, trying to get around them. Shin Zigzag, Pixie Dust further back. Chocty Alice missed the kick, and so did Homebush Lucifer. Downgrade King well clear on the corner from Semantics. Downgrade King, Semantics second, just third I'd say. Shin Zigzag from Premier Prince. It was tight. Pixie Dust was next in. Homebush Tiare dropped out of it, might have had some help dropping out of it, and further back to Homebush Lucifer and Chocty Alice. She missed the kick tonight. Downgrade King. To this point, he is not well named, but there may be some irony in that. Nearly there. And racing, knock a few back was slow. Manu Rama hopped out quite nicely. Mad Music's there. Corborn Douse going forward. Homebush Stew the inside. Rapid Dash starts to push its way into the clear. Algeta is wider. Knock a few back is too far back. And well back here, Takeaway and Corborn Douse has been checked. Manu Rama in front, giving chase here. Mad Music closer in Homebush Stew. 2, 5 and 1. Fourth is 4. And that's the favourite, knock a few back. Too slow to go early today. Then Rapid Dash, Algeta. Last pair were Takeaway and Corborn Doused, who was checked at the first bend. 17.78 for Manu Rama, who jumped on terms with him, beat out the 1, held out the 5 into the first bend. Rapid Dash, I thought, was getting dangerously close there. And a racing, double entendre, fair break the inside with Archie Bale, and Definite Order gets out well and then heads wide. Absinthe Minded tries to run between runners around the first bend, and they'd be followed the outside of that to Fast Rigby. Behind these runners then we've got Lagoon Victory, checks back a stride, then Corborn Gracie going past it, and last of all is Alamein Jude. In the back, double entendre by 2 or 3, but Absinthe Minded comes after it then, in Definite Order Archie Bale. Fast Rigby next around, Corborn Gracie starts to run, and back the last pair as they swing the corner here, Alamein Jude and Lagoon Victory. Absinthe Minded gathers up a double entendre, flying home Corborn Gracie again. Absinthe Minded, Corborn Gracie, double entendre. Then we had Indefinite Order or Alamein Jude, who found the line. Further back in the race then was Lagoon Victory, Archie Bale, and Fast Rigby disappointing. And we're ready to rumble. Set. Racing, Jojo Fair, Corborn Crouch trying to drive to the lead. Born to Boom gets handy enough. Corborn Crouch to the first bend from Born to Boom. Mystic Action wide, and Jojo cuts through the inside. Then Homebush, Hanson, Boston Lightning. Further back in the race to No Decision, and last of all is Corborn Gable. Corborn Crouch in front by 2.5. Born to Boom teasingly in behind. 3 links back to Jojo. 4 links away, Mystic Action. No Decision around the outside then of Homebush, Hanson, Boston Lightning, and Corborn Gable on the corner. Corborn Crouch, here's Born to Boom. Corborn Crouch checks, Born to Boom lunges, I don't know. It's the 3 or the 2, the 2 or the 3. Third is Jojo, then No Decision. Further back then we had Mystic Action, Boston Lightning, Homebush, Handsome, and Corborn Gable. I have to go the outside dog. And we're ready to rumble in the second heat of the Laser Plumbing Wanganui Derby. Set. Racing. Arctic Action hops out nicely here to accelerate to the lead. Corborn Bricks back about second last. Going to the first bend, Sedgebrook Magic's got under Arctic Action here, and Lonesome Nitro gets the run through the inside. Then we've got No Mention around the outside of Homebush Spook. Corborn Brick tries to run the rail, and back to last is No Hero. Down the back goes Sedgebrook Magic by 3. Arctic Action tries to track it down. 3 back to Lonesome Nitro. Then we've got Homebush Spook running a race. No Mention around that. Corborn Brick can't do the job, and nor can No Hero. Sedgebrook Magic rounded up by Arctic Action. He boots through and he scores from Sedgebrook Magic. That was bold. Now, I think Lonesome Nitro just held third, but Homebush Spook through on the inside was close, and No Mention close up too. Then No Hero, and a disappointing Corborn Brick at the rear. Arctic Action lands the bets here for the Fahey team. Dave Fahey on track to handle the dog. One, Sedgebrook Magic's run a big race for second, and the five's got into third, Homebush Spook. Ray Udy rolls the lure, first heat of the Wanganui Oaks set. Racing, Corborn Clover, fair break the inside. Powervel comes out nicely. Corborn Midget's going to beat them to the first corner though. Winsome Jenny's fourth around that first bend. We're bumping with Spirit Run. Getting a run through the inside there is Big Time Ranson. Getting back in the pack here now, we've got Winsome Jenny's been shuffled back with no answer. Corborn Midget about to be rounded up by Corborn Clover. Falling away then to Spirit Run. Big Time Ranson the inside of that. Further back in the race then, Powervel trying to get around the outside of All in Berlin. Up comes Corborn Clover, comfortably clear of Corborn Midget. Matt Roberts quit out of one from the five. It's tight for third. We had Powervel and Spirit Run, not much in it. Behind them then, finding the line pretty well, was No Answer. All in Berlin back behind that. Winsome Jenny found some trouble, and Big Time Ranson back with it. Wow, 4.97 for a lead up here. Corborn Midget, she really wound it up, and she's gone a good race too. Hot favourite, the three set. Racing, Power Shackley steps pretty well. Beside it, Sheer Miss and No Cheers on the journey quite well too, but Power Shackley's got to lead easily at the first bend here. Sheer Miss gallops to second, gets right on the quarters of the leader, and they get away 4 lengths on Heart You, followed through there by Electric Impulse. Further back then, we've got No Laps, Lady Zena, Corborn Sarah, and No Cheers has drifted to last. Favourite's got a fight on its hands. Power Shackley the outside, the inside to Sheer Miss going huge. Further back then to Heart You, the outside of that Electric Impulse. Power Shackley gets a second win, draws clear. Sheer Miss was huge for second though, and Heart You pretty good for third too, just quietly. Next in there was Electric Impulse, she qualifies. Then No Laps, No Cheers, Lady Zena and Corborn Sarah. What's the clock? 30:31. A smidgen, just a smidgen slower than Corborn Clover. 11:65 the run home. Gee whiz, did Sheer Miss make that interesting? She got right on the quarters of the leader at the first bend. Ready to run in race number 8 set. Racing, Legend of Mainsprings well, and Corborn Maddie was slow but best out here. Homebush Ramona and Cheap Shot Maddie now punching through was Legend of Main the inside. Corborn Maddie trying to follow it through. Corborn Butsy's well back with Up High. Well back to here is Ginger Cole and Happy Wife around the corner, and out in front is Cheap Shot Maddie. Coming hard with Homebush Ramona and Corborn Maddie late. Ooh, maybe Homebush Ramona from Cheap Shot Maddie and Corborn Maddie lunge late, but I think third then Corborn Butsy, Legend of Main. Get back the other three. We had Up High, Happy Wife and Ginger Cole. I thought the 6 in the middle, you always need to go from where I am, and I'm close to the line, but the outside dog's always a bit further forward than you think, and Corborn Maddie was flying but too late. It's on the board 6.72, and I think 4 was fourth. That's yet to come up. 17.71 it is. 6.72 4, 17.71 run home 10.82. She's just held the middle. Cheap Shot Maddie. Racing, Paper Bond is slow to go. Pops some tags, hops out nicely here. Cranky Pants goes with it early, then Allegro Boom. Wild Effective around the outside. Here's Paper Bond trying to sneak through on the inside. Allegro Chaser, Allegro Class are well back, coming to the corner. Wild Effective been spat back as well. Around the bend, Pops some tags in front. Chasing hard the outside is Cranky Pants. Pops some tags, Cranky Pants in for third. Allegro Boom at outside odds. Paper Bond was fourth, then Allegro Class, Allegro Chaser. Last pair here, Sedgebrook Babe and Wild Effective. He's a master at box one as Pop some tags. Paper Bond, he's missed the kick tonight. Ready to run here, race number 10. Racing, Spring Major slow. Serena Rose bounds well with another miss over on the outside. Followed through there by Homebush, Churro, Blue and Curly as well. They'll be followed then Spring Major trying to get back into the race. Right around the outside, Corborn Steve trying to make some ground. Well back here, Blue and Curly and Hannah Ace around the corner. Serena Rose travelling sweetly, coming after it, Corborn Steve. Serena Rose, Corborn Steve. Getting up for third there would have been Spring Major. Next to go by was another miss. In amongst the pack then we had Hannah Ace and Homebush, Churro and Blue and Curly and Winfield Winter bombed the start and finished a distant last. She sort of gallops centre track, Serena Rose. She's had a couple of runs recently from box one where she hasn't been entirely happy. She was happier tonight. She got out, she cleared the inside too. Here comes the lure and was set. Racing, Boxer Fluffies jumps well. Death Star goes to the lead. Boxer Fluffies trying to stay underneath it. Big Time Red Foo pushing through here, and that'll make things interesting right around the outside. Big Time Rain with big strides, and that's Cruise to the lead. Back in the pack here as they swing the corner. We've got Corborn George and Nick Century and Alamein Duke. It's Big Time Rain in front and gets on by from Big Boy Dino. Tight third. Big Time Red Foo or Boxer Fluffies. They'd be followed through by Corborn George. Death Star got swallowed up, and further back to Alamein Duke and Nick Century. Big Time Rain right around the outside in a 17.77 with a run home of 10.67 for local trainer Nathan Udy. Lure to the lid, set. Racing, MBD fires out well here. Kaputski 3 lengths last. What's Up G gets to second around the outside there. Individual Lily going forward, trying to sneak through the inside here is Empty Bank. They'll be followed then by Lagoon Mac getting around the outside. Kaputski a long way back, getting back there to Corborn Rowan. Around the corner, screaming along as MBD can't be caught. What's Up G runs to second. Individual Lily third. They'll be followed across there by Empty Bank. Beside that would have been Lagoon Mac. Kaputski ended up beating a couple in. Elite Dose was one of those well back with the Corborn Rowan. Oh, she was too fast, MBD. 17.60. Still tuning out reasonable figures. It's only a touch outside her best, and she's at start 140. Second win tonight for John McInerney, so he bags a brace. What's Up G held second ahead of an individual Liddy.